Good morning, students. So in this today's video, I would like to discuss about addition theorem with mutually exclusive case example problems. So let us look now example number 23 and example number 24 from addition theorem having mutually exclusive events. So let us have these questions now. Look at there. First example. When two different coins are tossed, find the probability of getting one or more heads when two different coins are tossed. See, one coin tossing, you'll be getting head and tail, and other coin also tossing head and tail. When two different coins are tossed. Now, in a single trial, when two different coins are tossed, possibilities of getting heads, how many will be there? First, what about the sample space here? When two coins are tossed, the sample space will be head tail head and tail, right? The sample space when two different coins are tossed. So head tail head, tail. So exhaustive cases are 4, isn't it? Now we'll find the probability of getting one or more heads. One or more in the sense, according to the sample space, one head or more than one head. How many are there? Just look at their favorable cases. This will become the n exhaustive cases. Now favorable cases, before that write the event. Let A be an event of getting at least one head. At least one head, right? So that is, see, one or more heads they have asked. At least one head in the sense, first of all, single head you just see, one head or more than heads, because here we are applying addition theorem. Let A be an event of getting a head and B be an event of getting two heads. Therefore, probability of A becomes getting one head. How many are there? Getting one head. Look at here, getting one head, tail head. Only two are there, two possible cases. So 2 by 4. And P of B means getting two heads. How many are there? Getting two heads. Only one case is there, this one. So 1 by 4. Now P of A or P of B, I mean what they have asked, getting one or more heads. So one or more here it is two heads maximum when two coins are tossed. One head event probability is 2 by 4. Head comma tail and tail comma head. Only two possible favorable cases. So 2 by 4. P of B will become only head. Two heads have one. That is head. That is 1 by 4 probability. Now P of A union B. Now look at here. Here head tail head. Here head comma head. Now are these two events are mutually exclusive or not? Is there any common value, common event? Look at here. Head tail head and here head. Both are completely exclusive events. Therefore P of A union B, what is the formula? P of A plus P of B, that equals to 2 by 4 plus 1 by 4. So final answer will become 3 by 4. Guys, are you clear? Do you understand the question? When two coins are tossed, find the probability of getting one head or more head. Nothing but at least one head. At least one head means one head or two heads. Because when two coins, maximum were two heads only appearing. Let A be an event of getting one head and B be an event of getting two heads. Because one head and two heads, maximum two heads, minimum one head. Next, P of A, probability of A getting a head is out of 4, 2 are there, head, tail and tail head. Therefore 2 by 4 is the probability. And P of B, only head, two heads, only one possible case, head, that is 1 by 4. Now A and B are totally mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive means one which prevents the other in a single trial, isn't it? So head tail, tail head, and in event B head head. So both are completely exclusive events. Therefore P of A union B, what is the formula? P of A plus P of B, that equals to 2 by 4 plus 1 by 4 equals to 3 by 4. This is the answer. Guys, are you clear? Addition theorem, mutually exclusive case. So addition theorem, in place of A union B, A plus B also can be written. Next, look at the second example. A die is thrown once. Once a die is thrown, what are the possible cases? So exhaustive number of cases are 6 total possible cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, what is the probability of getting an odd number or a multiple of 4? Getting an odd number and multiple of 4. Just write down the event. Let A be an event getting odd number, B be an event of getting multiple of 4. Therefore, probability of A getting odd number, possible cases were 1, 3, 5. Therefore, 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Probability of A is 1 by 2. Then probability of B. Possible cases, multiple of 4, how many are there? Only 1. So 1 by 6. Now, A and B are mutually exclusive events. Yes or no? 1, 3, 5 and second event is only 4, multiple of 4. Then definitely A and B are mutually exclusive. There is no common element. Directly we can add. Addition theorem, mutually exclusive. P of A union B is P of A plus P of B. That equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. Tell me what is the answer? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. LCM will become 6. 2 by 3 it will become the answer. Isn't it? 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is the answer. Check once again. Six will become the LCM. 2 3s are 3 plus. Here LCM will become how much? 6 and 2 3s 3 plus 1 4 by 6, nothing but 2 by 3. Clear guys? So a die is thrown, possible outcomes were 6, therefore exhaustive number of cases are 6. Event number 1 what it is? Getting an odd number, and event number 2, I mean second event, is multiple of 4. Getting odd numbers from the sample space 1, 3, 5, therefore 3 possible cases, 3 favorable cases. So probability of getting odd number is 3 by 6, 1 by 2. And B, multiple of 4, only one favorable case, 4. Therefore, probability of B becomes 1 by 6. Then A and B are totally mutually exclusive events. There is no common element. Look at there, 1, 3, 5 and 4. So totally different exclusive events. Therefore, P of A union B, as per the addition theorem, mutually exclusive case, P of A plus P of B, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. You will be getting 2 by 3. Clear? Right. So let us see few more problems. Look at the next question. A card is drawn from 52 cards. What is the probability that it is a red or club, and second one king or queen? Now see, so far 2 problems we have calculated. Anywhere did they mention that the events are exclusive and non-exclusive? No. Just the data is given. Based on the events, we have to decide whether the events are mutually exclusive or non-mutually exclusive. And another thing, addition theorem, how to decide whenever it is asked or case. Addition theorem, remember. Right. So a card is drawn from 52. what is the probability that it is a red or club? Second one, king or queen. Now generally red cards and club cards. So just once again have a glance of the playing card structure. 52 cards were there. Out of 52, 26 are red in color and 26 are black in color. And out of 26, again 13 are in 13 cards are having heart symbol and 13 cards are having diamond symbol in red color, right? And in black color 13 are in club and 13 are in spade. Clear? So now red or club it is asked. Here totally red in color, club is in black in color. Therefore there is no connectivity, there is no connection between red and club, isn't it? So definitely red cards and club cards are exclusive cards, separate cards only. Clear? So then the red or club is a mutually exclusive. At the same time, king or queen. King cards 4 will be there, queen cards 4 will be there. King and queen together in one card? No. There is no such kind of card having both king and queen in one card, right? So both are separate cards only. King cards and queen cards. Now let us have the event. Let R be an event of getting red card and C be an event of getting club card. R be an event of getting red and C be an event of getting club. Now probability of getting red cards. A card is drawn, that means only one card. Remember, only one card is drawn. So getting red cards, how many will be there? 26 cards will be there out of 52. So red cards were 26 out of 52. Next, probability of getting club cards. Club cards, how many will be there? Black card. Club is in black color. So club cards out of 26 black, 13 will be there. Therefore 13 by 52. Then red and club together, is there any connection? No. Here it is totally red in colors, club is in black in color. Therefore red and club are totally mutually exclusive. Red and club are totally mutually exclusive means definitely R union C. P of R plus P of C. There will be no intersection because intersection is nullified here, null set, because there is no outcome having red and club together in one card, isn't it? Definitely the intersection part will become null, 0. So mutually exclusive case, substitute these two. 26 by 52 plus 13 by 52. So 26 plus 13, 39 by 52. You got the answer? First one, 39 by 52 is the answer. First one answer. Next, second question. This is question number 1. Question number 2, king or queen. Now, let K be an event of getting king and Q be an event of getting queen. Right? Now, probability of getting kings. King cards, how many will be there? 4 by 52. Probability of queens. Those also 4 by 52. Therefore, P of king union queen, K or Q. Definitely king cards and queen cards are mutually exclusive cards, separate cards. Right? Therefore, 4 by 2 plus 4 by 2. 4 by 52 plus 4 by 52. Answer will be 8 by 52. Clear, guys? So have a look once again. A card is drawn from 52 cards. What is the probability that it is a red or club? And question number 2, king or queen. First, sub question number 1. Let R be an event of getting red card and C be an event of getting club card. So red and club are totally mutually exclusive cases, right? Events. So probability of getting red will be 26 out of 52. Probability of getting club cards will be 13 out of 52. If you go through the structure of cards, playing cards, then you will understand. So 26 red in color and 13 are in club. So both R and C, red and club, are mutually exclusive. Definitely R and C will become nullified. Therefore, probability of R or probability of C, there will be no intersection. Intersection will be nullified here. There is no intersection value, connecting value between red and club. Therefore, 26 by 52 plus 13 by 52. Answer will be 39 by 52. Next, let K be an event of getting king and Q be an event of getting queen. So, king cards were 4, having each symbol heart, diamond, club and spade. Total 4 kings will be there. And even queens also 4 out of 52. So, probability of getting king cards are 4 by 52 and probability of getting queen cards are 4 by 52. Then definitely here kings and queens are mutually exclusive. See, every problem you observe, nowhere they have mentioned, prescribed, the events are mutually exclusive. There will be no word at all in any question. Here A and B are mutually exclusive like that. Definitely by seeing the question from the addition theorem, we have to decide whether they are exclusive or non-exclusive. Definitely they are exclusive cases. Non-exclusive means they are not separate. Exclusive means separate. This way you remember. Separate events and non-exclusive means non-separate events. Right? So like that you observe always. So probability of kings or queens 4 by 52 plus 4 by 52. Answer is 8 by 52. Clear? So this is the problem. So let us see one more problem now. Look at the next example. A bag contains 6 red and 4 white balls. 2 balls are drawn at random. What is the probability that they are of same color? So a bag contains how many balls? 6 red and 4 white balls. So total number of balls are 10. 2 balls are drawn at random. So out of 10 balls, 2 are selected. Now what would be the exhaustive cases? 10C2, remember. Okay. Now what is the probability that they are of same color? Hardly we have 2 colors. One is red and another one is white. Out of 10 balls, 6 are red and 4 are white. When 2 balls are selected, what is the probability of getting both the balls are in same color? Same color means 2 possible cases we have. One is both may be red. Another case is both may be white. Isn't it? So they are of same color they are asking. Same color means 2 possible cases. Both the balls must be a red or both the balls must be a white in color. Right? So now both the cases we shall see. Let us consider here first. Let R be an event of getting 2 red balls and W be an event of getting 2 white. Clear? R be an event of getting 2 red and W be an event of getting 2 white. Now probability of, see first of all exhaustive case, n equals to 10C2 because total number of balls are 10, 6 red plus 4 white. Clear? Total number of balls are 10, 6 red plus 4 white. So out of this, 2 balls are drawn at random. Therefore out of 10, 2 are selected. Therefore exhaustive number of cases are 2. 10C2. 10C2 means how to write? 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. Therefore 5 nines are 45. right? 10C2 value will be 45. Next, probability of getting red. Probability of both getting red. How many red balls were there? 6. 6C2 by 10C2. What is the value of 6C2? Tell me. 6C2 will become 15 by 45. Next, probability of getting white balls. White balls possibility is 4C2 by 10C2. What is the value of 4C2? 6. 6 by 45. Now, probability of red will be 6C2 by 10C2, that is 15 by 45, and probability of white will be 4C2 by 10C2, that is 6 by 45. Now, getting same color, that means both will be a red or both will be a white. So that how we can write it? Probability of red or white, that is 21 by 45. Because here reds and whites are different colors, they are totally exclusive events. Therefore P of red union white, so getting same color, either red can get or white can get, isn't it? And red and white together it is not possible because they have asked same color. That is P of R union W equals to P of R plus P of W, that is 15 by 45 plus 6 by 45, that is equals to 21 by 45 is the answer. Clear guys? So total number of balls are 10, 2 are randomly selected. Therefore exhaustive number of cases n equals to 10C2, that is 45. And what is the probability of getting same color? Same color means both the balls may be red or both the balls may be white. So red or white. So first of all getting red possibility. Out of 6 red, 2 are selected. So 6C2 by total exhaustive 10C2, that equals to 15 by 45. Next, getting white balls are 4, in that 2, so therefore 4C2 by 10C2, that equals to 6 by 45. And here red and white are different colors, they are completely exclusive events, exclusive balls, isn't it? Red color and white color, there is no combination of red and white, it is nullified. Therefore, as per the definition, mutually exclusive case, P of R union W equals to P of R plus P of W. Substitute both 15 by 45 plus 6 by 45, that equals to 21 by 45. This is a solution. Guys, I hope I am clear all the problems. Hope you are thoroughly following it. And I hope everybody is doing great and healthy at home. Stay home, stay safe, follow all the classes whichever has been sent so far, the recorded classes. So kindly practice all these problems at home. If you have any queries during regular classes, we shall discuss during offline classes. We shall discuss about all these things once again. Clear guys? So with this, I am going to wind up this session. So let us meet with having few more problems. At the same time, addition theorem of non-mutually exclusive event, theorem plus problems, we shall see in the next video. I hope you are clear, right? So thank you, have a nice day, stay home, stay safe.